Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us for the start of a brand new week and a brand new event. Yes, it is our summer sale. Very excited about it. We're the only place that does Christmas and then summer. It's a real wacky world where we live, isn't it, this world of craft? Last week it was all Hark the Herald's Angels Sing, and now it's all Club Tropicana drinks are free, isn't it? That's kind of where we are. It doesn't really happen anywhere else, but that is what is going on today. The summer sale is live, and we are celebrating the launch of that today with some brilliant deals for you. So wake up call, looking ahead to the official launch of the summer sale in launch date at 2, and then following that later on we've got Monday Makers. In Monday Makers, I've got all the right cut. Oh no, that's launch day. Monday Makers. In Monday Makers, we've got the Coastal Selection and the Royal Jungle Collection. And then we've got a craft along tonight as well with the Santa card die. Showstopper final deal is available with free pencils. So we've got loads going on today, loads to look forward to. Before, actually, let's say hello to her first, and then I'll show you the website because it's all changed on the website now because we've got the summer sale up. Well, the lady on the other side of the studio is a marvellous lady because not only over the weekend did she send me a brilliant video, which I've seen before but haven't seen in ages. It was Bruce Forsyth and Roy Castle demonstrating how talented TV presenters were back in the day. I might even put it up on my own socials actually, because it was just unbelievable. Two of the most talented guys. But then I've come into work today. And you know, last week Sheila brought her sound machine in and I was using it. It wasn't for keeps. I knew that. I knew that it was just there for loan. Sorry about this, everybody. She's brought me my own! Now, that's the bad news for those of you who get annoyed with all of the sound effects, like a few people I won't mention. But the good news is there's no batteries in this yet, so I can't use it in this show. I will be going, though, to Granny's in between shows to get some AAA batteries to annoy you with that later on. But let's say hello to the lovely lady to the other side of the studio. It is Sheila Halliwell. How are you, Sheila?
I'm OK, thank you. I'm well.
Yeah.
Are you OK?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, actually.
Good.
I'm a bit sort of, you know when you sort of get ready for holidays, I've got 4 days left, and then I'm not here until, it's something like the 3rd of September, it's ages. So I've got a few days off, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll bet you are. It's always good to have a break in summer, isn't it? And just, you know, especially if you've got children and you need to give them a holiday as well and get them all revived before they go back to school. So that's good, yeah. But hello, everyone. Doesn't seem like I've been away for long.
When did you go? Wednesday?
I went home on Wednesday, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went home on Wednesday. I was at Hobby Maker on Friday.
How was your Hobby Maker debut for Crafters
Yeah, it was
Companion?
fine. It was a fairly quiet day, actually. We had a lot on the shows, but yeah, it was very enjoyable. It was, apart from the travel. The travel was a nightmare.
Was it?
Yeah, the travel was very bad. Took about 3.5 hours to get there, rather than 1 hour 55.
Whoa.
Coming back, I left about 9:15 because I had the last show. Got back at 2 a.m. because a lorry had overturned on the M6 and spilt diesel everywhere. So sat just for 2 hours in the dark, you know, people just waiting and waiting and waiting. 4 lanes of traffic in the end. When they finally let us move, we had to get 4 lanes of traffic into 1 and then off at the next junction.
What a nightmare. You just don't want that.
So apparently it was the same on Saturday. It was shut on Saturday because they had to plane the surface off and then resurface it. So I think it's caused havoc over the weekend as well. So not good, that M6, especially if you're going south. It's just you know, it's just a bit of a nightmare. And then there's road works as well and everything else, and then 4 lanes down to 1 while they, you know, get everything combed off. And yeah, a bit of a nightmare journey. And then the exhaust fell off my car as well.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Yeah, so my exhaust fell off the car.
The whole thing just fell off?
Yes, and I didn't know. I just got in it and started to drive. This is like my life story, isn't it? But just got in it to drive and it made a strange scraping noise on the floor. Backed up, got out my car, my neighbours were there, and I said, "That's a strange noise, isn't it?" And they said, "Your exhaust's on the floor, did you not know? We thought you knew." So I must have got back at 2 a.m. The exhaust fell off overnight. Obviously, it's a Sunday, so there's nowhere to get your car fixed.
No.
So last night, in a frantic panic, we drove to somewhere and bought a second-hand car that we'd never driven before, and so I've driven up in a little old Mini today.
Oh, I thought I didn't see your car.
Yeah, that's at home with an exhaust on the floor.
Wow.
So yeah, driven up in a random Mini but it was good fun. Bumpy as minis are, but it was good fun. So yeah, an absolute 4 days of complete mayhem and trauma. But you know, you live to tell the tale, don't you?
That's it, and a good
Today's
tale it was
another
as well.
day.
Yeah. So you were tired, the car was exhausted.
Literally, yeah.
There was actually an accident going the other way on the M6 of a lorry that had overturned with a load of Vicks Vapor Rub. Amazingly, no congestion.
Oh, I was thinking, I fell for that one then, and then I thought when Jamie went, oh, here we go, I thought, is this a joke?
It's one of my favourite things to do. I've said to you this before. I'll go home and I'll start telling Laura something as if it's like news, and she'll be like, what? And then I'll hit her with the punchline. She's like, oh, you idiots! Like, I do it all the time. It's one of my
She still falls for it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fabulous.
25 years later. It's one of, I don't have many pleasures in life, but that is one of my small pleasures.
Brilliant.
Shall we... I'll say a few hellos and I'll show you the website. I promised to do that 7 minutes ago. We've got Jan on the socials for this one. Joanne Chrisman says, hi, everyone. Hello. Geraldine Sadiku says, good morning. Hello. Laurie Barnett says, good morning. Lois Skiathetis says, good morning, everyone from Ohio. Trudy Bickham says, good morning. And Avril Hayward says, good morning. I've just spent a fortune in the sale. No idea how much I saved, but it must have been a fortune. Let's work that out today, please. I don't want to know how much you spent. I want to know how much you saved. That's what we want to hear. How much have you saved, please, today, if you can find out. Pat joins us saying, happy Monday to Ben, Sheila, crew, and all my lovely friends from New Jersey. Definitely a coffee and wake-up call type of morning. I haven't had my morning coffee from Christina. That's what I need to do. That's why I'm feeling a bit sluggish, actually. Lily says, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Just been shopping the sale and moved on from Christmas and bought all the Halloween stuff. Lol. Hi to Chrissy. Chrissy's here in Darlow. Arit, man. Christine Mahoney says, good morning, afternoon, everyone. Hillary says, hi, everyone, from Hillary and Holly Collie. Hello. Woof. Alches in. Hello. Crafting with Doreen says, hello to Sheila, Ben, a community team, and everybody else. Paul Prince is in South Carolina. Hillary says, Ben, Space Bear 2 has arrived. Yes! And will be on its way today. Yeah, did you not know this, George? No, you didn't, because you went in. Hillary has bought, via Holly Collie, a present for Molly Collie. You know Holly Collie's got Space Bear? Yeah, so Holly Collie has used her pocket money to buy Molly Collie her very own Space Bear. How cute is that? I'm so excited.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, like Molly needs more toys, but we're just going to get her a bigger basket. And then Molly Collie is then going to buy Holly Collie a gift, and they're going to be like, you know, we had like pen pals back in the day.
Pals,
they're going to be paw pals.
Paw pals,
yeah.
Oh my, that's sweet.
So exciting. Sarah says hello to Sheila, Ben and crew. Glad you got home safely, says Sarah. And Cindy Conley says, good morning, everyone. They're back in the old studio, I see. Yes, we are back in Studio 1. And have a look on the website where everybody is shopping right now. So this is what you've been telling me about the summer sale, up to 70% off. And in this show, you're going to hear a very cool video with me doing the voiceover with a voice just like this, where I go to the website and check out the summer sale. Up to 70% off. Die cutting and embossing, stamps and ink pads, and paper and cardstock. If you want to find out some of the great deals, just click on one of the boxes like Jamie's going to do right now. What did you click on then? What did you call me? Craft tools. So you click on that and then look at this. You've got hole punches, you've got glues and tape pens. You've got the dotty and the straight as well. That's back. I thought that was out of stock. Back in stock. The template. Look at the template library. Ooh. Expansion packs under £18, which is incredible. You've got the storage box at $13.99. Flick down one more. Crafters Inspiration magazines at $10.49. I'll not spoil it all. I'll let you have a look for yourself. But some fantastic deals to be had right there. And don't forget, the quicker you shop, the more you'll have to choose from, because everyone's going to be diving in today. Stock's going to disappear. So get like the full experience by jumping in and grabbing those goodies today. Right. I think I'm going to have a look through the bag, aren't I? And then I've heard on the grapevine, because I was in a meeting, so I wasn't here for the pre-pro meeting that we do. Are you then going to do a demo from the bag?
Yes, and right. It's not a planned demo, so we've just got a little assortment of things, and we're just going to do a little demo and see what we can create. But it won't be Christmas. No. I think it's probably going to lean on the side of like autumn, Halloweeny, but yeah, probably not really Halloween, autumn. Okay. Autumn. Yeah. All
right. Well, let's see what's in this bag. Now, how many of these have we got, George? I'm kind of thinking we probably don't have huge amounts of stock here. Are you joking me? We have less than 40, which tells me a lot of you have already been shopping this. So it's a goodie bag, and I'm not surprised, right? You've seen the value. It's £155 or $201. It is £36 platinum. It is $44 platinum. It is also tariff-free. There are 3 items in this bag that you will be paying for, and the items, yes, you knew. You didn't even need to look, Ben. You knew already. The items are as follows. One of the best paper pads of recent times. It's the vintage scrapbook. I just absolutely love this. You know, I'm going to say it's like old Phileas Fogg has travelled the world. 80 days around the world, we'll find a pot of gold. We'll travel where the rainbow's ending time. Anyway, he's got in his hot air balloon. He's travelled around the world and he's documented it in this paper pad with his beautiful script writing, pictures of places he's visited. You know, the coffee cup stains on here just add, and the splats, the tea stains on here just add to that really cool kind of vintage effect. And even on the B side as well, you've got all of his kind of musings and his writings from his travels around the world, tickets to all the places that he's been. It's a paper pad this that really does tell a fantastic story. Whether you're kind of using this to scrapbook with, whether you're using this for projects for those more potentially more masculine cards, you know, there's lots of snippability with the compasses and the spy glasses that you've got going on there. I just think this is a tremendous paper pad, and you can understand why when we launched this originally with the vintage florals, I think it was called, this flew out of the door. So you're paying for that one within the bag. Also within the bag, you're going to be paying for this set. This is the Celebrate Your Day. It's a 3D scene builder set. Now, this is worth £24.99 on its own, just to give you a bit of an idea of where the value is coming from. It creates, in essence, this amazing little party scene. So you can have this sort of, you know, if you like to make things like your pop-up boxes, or like this with like the like zigzag cards where you've got the depth on the project, you can create that really cool, almost like party room there with the balloon arch and the presents and whatnot. But essentially, it's just a lovely set of stamps and dies that you can use however you want to use them. So those are included, and then you're also going to be getting and paying for this cute little set of wooden mounted stamps from the Violet Studios range. So you've got hello, you. Oh, no, it doesn't actually even say that. It says, hey, hey, you. Thank you so much. You've got love, and you've got, this is a special delivery. I don't know why I'm doing it as Arnold. And then you've got, yeah. Now, you also get a little ink pad included in there as well. Now, that is where you end up with, well, load of freebies, because you are not paying for anything else. Get on there. Right. So, for free, you are going to receive, let's have a look. Oh, you get some funky foam in the pink. Love the funky foam. This is really cool and fun to just die cut. Really good to use, actually, for things like your characters, for example, that you want to build up. Also nice as well, and we've talked about this before, to use as a kind of builder within like your decoupage elements. If you don't want to use white, maybe in a project with loads of pink in, you could use this as that. Oh, you're getting blue as well. So you're getting 6 sheets of blue, 6 sheets of pink of your funky foam, and you're getting that for free within your bag. What else is in here? I've genuinely not looked, so I'll be as surprised as you. Oh, this is nice. So the festive foliage. Now, this is a 3D embossing folder, 4x6 in size, and you get the die to go with it, and then you also get a stamp and die to be able to cut out your stamped sentiment. So that says Season's Greetings from our home to yours. So 3 dies, 1 stamp, 1 3D embossing folder. That is free. Remember, there's about 40 of these. That's all. You're then also going to get, the Willow glitter glue. Free. Also for free, you're getting a 5/8 of an inch circle punch. Also for free, there's another box in there. What's this one? Oh, yes, your rose gold sentiments. So, again, I won't... no, I won't open these up yet. But look, you've got 10 metres on each of these. So this is the vellum washi rolls. So they are basically some lovely sentiments, things like true friendship, true friends rather, are hard to come by. You get 2 different sentiments on each roll in the rose gold, and then you've got basically the adhesive you peel off the back, so you can use these, you know, on your projects, use these as little wraparounds, as little strips. I can't thank you enough. And then you've also got Happy Birthday. So that's free. That's 30 metres of washi roll. Then you're also going to get your 6x6 Flora and Fauna pad. This is absolutely beautiful. That's one of my favourite papers from a floral pad that we've done. That floral wreath is absolutely beautiful. And you've got plenty of those in there. Some stunning flowers. You've got all of the beautiful bumblebees and butterflies in there as well. And again, if you want something a little bit more stripped back, just go to the B side. But I love the fact that you've got some beautiful like wildflowers in there, almost like pressed flower effects going on in there too. And it's 12 designs, 3 sheets of each, giving you your 36 double-sided sheets. That's free. Oh, there's still more. You're also going to get your 5x7 linen card pack. So this is 30 sheets of different colours of your linen card. So if you love our linen card, you know, but you don't want to be cutting into your bigger sheets, you've got a whole array of fantastic colours there. Some white as well, very handy if you want to ink onto that yourself. That's free. Also for free, you're going to get one of our expressions dies, the special day, which is a kind of like cut in. Well, obviously it's a cut-in die, but it cuts in part of the message and then leaves part of the message on top of your project. And then last but by no means least, what a bag this is. You have got your Grateful and Blessed stamp and die set. So you've got that cornucopia of beautiful vegetables and foliage there, and then you've got the Grateful and Blessed stamp to go with. There is about 40 of those to go round. That is going to sell out because the range you've got in there is incredible. Hi to Ruth and Violet, North Carolina. Hi to Amanda, says, morning all, I shouldn't be at home, but I burnt my fingers this morning and I'm in lots of pain. Be careful of glue guns. Well, we send you lots of love. It does get quite hot, doesn't it? Yeah. Pauline joins us from Huddersfield. Hello. Cindy Condy's in. Hello also to Sandra Evans and Alison Mason. He says, good morning, Ben and Sheila. I've already shopped the sale and I've saved £100.
Ooh,
yes. Keep those comments coming in. How much have you saved as we get over to Sheila? So you've raided the bag and you're going to craft off the hoof, yes? On the hoof.
Yes. Because obviously when you get a goodie bag is never like a collection, a whole collection, because we sell collections. This is how they've been for years. So a goodie bag has always been like a little bit of a... I was always taught to sell it as like a taster bag. Yeah. So you're getting little snippets of things. Everything. So you might get a tool, which would be like a punch. You're going to get like a die set, a stamp, maybe some paper, some card, some tape. It's always been kind of a taster bag. So if you're a new crafter, it's great. If you're an experienced crafter, it's got extra bits in that you might not have bought, and then something else that you can use that's a bit unusual that you've not got. So I've grabbed like 4 or 5 things. We've grabbed that beautiful flora and fauna pad. Yeah. And then we've got the linen card pad, which again is perfect because it's got all these nice colours in. We've got the Grateful and Blessed die set, and that's got little stampings, so we're going to use that stamp as well. And then I've got the circle punch too, so I thought, okay, rather than what I normally do when I'm making a card is I know what I'm going to put on it, but then I'll just start to do the background first, and I thought, right, let's use this paper here, which has got this beautiful swirl, because I think this could be a bit autumnal, and because we've got in the die set, we've got these beautiful like foliage leaves. I think if we cut it from the green, we can actually layer some of those onto here. Yeah. So it will kind of hide a little bit, but not too much. So I'll probably put it onto a card, but I might just make it as a card front, and then you can see it could go onto a 6x6 card. It could go onto something bigger with your mats and layers. And I have got under the desk as well, in case I need it, a little bit of craft, because I might use some craft as well. So I've just already taped a couple of items, a couple of the dies, sorry, onto the green. Yeah. So I've got an acorn on there, and I've also got the foliage. So I think what we can do is we can just do like a bit of a mass cut, if you like. So we'll put 2 of the... No, I'm not sure. I don't think these are pumpkins. I think they're like squashes. Squashes, yeah. Squashes. Yeah, definitely squashes. And then we've got an acorn, and we've got the acorn top, and then we've also got... I'm going to do a squash out of the red. And then we'll see how they fit, because I think those colours are going to tone in beautifully with the paper pad. So what I'll do is I'll just, let me pull this up here, because my arms are not as long as I think they are. So we'll just pull that up and we can cut this through the MIDI today. I think we used all the die cutting machines in the last couple of weeks between us.
You tend to kind of like flip between all of them, don't you?
I do, yeah, I do, definitely. Now you'll see on the little, I think this might be a pumpkin, but you know, it could double up as something else. If you use your rubber mat, with that,
Yeah.
you're going to be able to, it will bring up the lines on there if you want more detail. But for now, we're just going to cut them out and see how we can arrange these on here with the colours we've got. Now, I think with that one, if you don't use the rubber matting, you don't get the lines put in there, I think you could use these as some other things, like this one. Now, this one, you could actually cut this, I think, in green as like a pear.
Oh,
I think you could use that as a pear.
Yeah.
Now, this one, and it's completely reminding me of a film where it's not the Grinch, is it, that has the hat that's got like...
Oh,
Or is it one of the Dr. Seuss films, Cat in the Hat? Cat in the Hat, I'm thinking
he wears
of.
like a, he wears a top hat though, doesn't he?
It is, yeah, so you could use it. You could use this as like a hat or hair, and then use this as a face. So get some eyes and nose on there, some eyes and nose and mouth on there to give you, you know, something a little bit crazy. I mean, you could, in fact, use that as a body. You could start to use it in a completely different way. But what we'll do, we'll just take the little bit of tape off there, and then we can poke out the top of the acorn. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is a berry.
Ah, yes.
It's a berry. So we could put that, like, you know, if you were using that as hair or something, you could, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is why I love dyes, because you can create all kinds of things. So we've got our little acorn there. Let me turn that over. So I've cut that in the green, and we're just going to pop that. So let's put the top on there straight away, just because it's a little piece. And it needs to just go on there before I lose it, because you know what it's
Could
like.
also be like a little moustache if you cut off the little, the top bit.
Yeah, it could be actually.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get the end off there, the glue.
That'll be like the moustache I grow in November when we do Movember again. Oh, definitely got to do it, George. Yeah. I take a bit of a run up to it though, because it takes me a bit of a while to grow. So I start the last couple of weeks of October.
Yeah, that's the same with me, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you joke.
Oh yeah, we've already got one, haven't we? What was it? What did we get that with?
I don't know.
Oh, it was the, you know, when we were doing the rhinestones.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was, yeah.
Go
and
on.
we got a free moustache in there, and I don't know why, but look, that's a bit weird. I bet Wayne's watching this and going, no, Sheila, take it off. It will stick on,
Yeah.
but you can imagine.
Well,
And then if I grow my beard as well, get
Exactly
my beard
right.
round, look, I'm a man now, look.
I'll tell you what, let me keep that
You
over
keep
on
that
my
up there,
shelf.
'cause it'll get
and
lost
when November
otherwise.
comes round, we'll peel off the back and then we'll stick it on.
Brilliant.
Marvellous.
I can't wait. Might have to boot November off.
That's so
dear
funny.
me, dear me. Yeah, for anybody that can't grow a moustache, then there's a spare one here.
Do you remember the ones you used to get in crackers? They used to push up your nose.
Push up your nose, and they really hurt, didn't they? But they were
Tickled, right?
fun.
Used to
They were
tickle.
fun. Yeah, definitely fun. Okay, so we can now see how this would work on top of there. So it would, like, hide a bit of the flowers underneath, but not everything. So let's just put this one out, and then we can see where we could put that. So we could
nice.
put that, something like that. I'm tempted to cut another one. I might be able to get another one out of there, because
Yeah.
I'm quite, if not, I could just do a little bit. Let's use that bit of tape there. And we'll
I'll tell you what though, like, you know, you're obviously using bits in the goodie bag. How handy is that linen cardstock in that size? I mean,
Oh,
it's
it's
just
perfect.
brilliant.
It really is, honestly, because it's perfect for if you're a die cutter and you love die cutting.
Yeah.
Because it's just that handy size, and you can just do like we do. We don't take the whole page out unless it's loose. We actually just snip a piece off the end, you know, the size we want to correspond with the die. So you can, in effect, keep most of it in the pad, to be honest. But yeah, it's handy for taking with you as well. So if you're going on your holiday, going to the caravan, you know, you want to do some craft while you're travelling.
Is it
You know, it's
all
great.
done by hand?
Yes.
Yes, I want a divorce, it says.
We're not. Well, that's impossible because we're not married. So, yeah,
Oh,
stuck with me,
dear.
I'm afraid, Wayne.
It's quite a look.
It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. So what we'll do now, we'll try and build up. We have got some extra leaves in here as well. But what we can do is let's pop the acorn at the bottom, and let's bring in, I am just thinking how I could get a little bit of colour on here. Let's see if we've got, we can ink through the dye, definitely. Jamie's just asking, can we ink through the dye? Well, you know when you've got ink blenders, very often, if you've used them recently, you might still have a little bit of ink on there, and I'm happy to check if we've got a little bit left on there. I think we have, which might just give you a bit of, yeah, it will. It'll give us a little bit of colour on there, and it's pigment ink, so it just wipes off with a baby wipe or a wet cloth. Yeah. So it's not harming your dye in any way. But let's see how that is now. Yeah, let's give us some lines. Oh, yeah. Just subtle. But obviously, if you're doing it with a brush, it would probably get through more. So let's do this one as well. But it will.
There's only 33 goodie bags left, I'm just being told.
Oh, gosh.
So the people who are going to come to the launch of this at 2 o'clock, I think are going to be disappointed. I mean, people are saving loads of money just as we're watching Sheila. Thanks to Avril, who says, I've tallied up, I saved £54.39 off 11 items. Hi, Calista, Anne Maria Nanortis, Christina Boda in Florida. Hi to Sarah as well. He says, I've saved $69.89 in the summer sale.
Amazing.
But total order, I saved $268.
Gosh.
Hi to Jeffrey as well, who's joined us. And Natalie Howell, who says, good morning from Beaufort, South Carolina. Glad I forgot to purchase the template library this weekend. I've just scored a huge deal. What a great way to wake up. Got the library and all the expansion packs. That is brilliant.
Yeah, definitely amazing. You have to be ready, don't you? If you know there's, after the Christmas collections have launched and stuff, you know that there's going to be, at some point, a summer sale. Yeah. You know, and that's when, you know, thinking ahead for next year, thinking about what you've got coming up later in the year, you know, you can grab some real bargains, which is always good. Okay, let's see if we've got a little bit of green ink on here, because if we have, well, it's showing up as I rub in there. So now the green ink, if you put it on the red texture card, is obviously going to probably go a little bit brown, because you put red and green together.
But that's purple. That's purple. That's perfect, is what I was going to say, isn't it, for the kind of thing that you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you can do it with a pen. So you could go through it with a pen or a pencil if you've got some. Yeah, see, straight away, that gives it a little bit of life now. Yeah. And then because we know we've got a bit of ink left on there, and I've not inked this, these have been probably left since, well, I guess Friday. So nobody's used the ink since Friday, have they? Because, so, you know, you can, if you keep them in like an airtight container as well, and you've had plenty of ink on them, you'll be surprised, or even in a plastic bag, you'll find that you can sometimes just grab one, pull it out of the bag and use it, you know. So I think with this one we might go around with a little bit of green, just to give it a bit of difference when we layer them up. So, and again, you can take a little bit more time doing this, and you could colour the stalks. If we colour the stalks as well with the ink, you can use your pens to do this, but immediately there we've given what were just flat fruits a little bit of life. Yeah, absolutely. Just by adding that bit of ink around the edge. Right, so let's see. Now I'm thinking, because we've got this, it's almost like a little bit of a wreath, isn't it? On the paint, on the picture, on the artwork. So we could do that. Let's make it so that let's keep these flowers here. Yeah. Now what you could do as well here, because you've got more than one sheet in the pad of each design, you'd be able to cut off another sheet and build that up. So that would then become like a bit more of a focal point. So let's pop these on where we've placed them. And then we can, I mean, the other thing you could do is you could put a bow on there as well. Yeah. So I'm just doing a little bit of glue here and there, not completely covering it, because that way then it will, some of your leaves will just stick up a little bit, which is always quite nice, so it gives it that dimension. Just press that one down there. I'll pop a little bit more under there. Oh, there is some on the end there. There we go. And then with this one, we can pop that one down. And you can, I think, snip into these. Oh, definitely, you know, to make them almost like go a little bit further. So if you're using them like a tuck-in behind something, you can split it here and it wouldn't look odd. And I think as well, you could use this for mistletoe. I don't think it is mistletoe, but it could could well be, because you've got those little white, like berries on there. So again, you could add some white pen and that would work. That would lift them a bit. So you would have some berries on, or you could make it into your own plant. So you could do purple berries if you want to. It could be anything that looks a little bit autumnal with your inks or your pens, whatever you want to do. Let's pop that one around there then. So that's going to tuck under there because I didn't glue that one fully. So we've still got this round section coming on. I might end up adding another one there later on. But what we'll do now, we're going to add, let's get these little pumpkins and the fruits on the end here, vegetables, fruits. What are they? Squashes, aren't they?
The vegetables, aren't they?
Yeah.
That looks like a, what's it called? Butternut squash.
Butternut squash, of course, yeah. Right, I'm going to grab some foam pads.
Makes a lovely soup. Oh, jinx, George. Butternut squash soup, one of my favourite things. Just difficult to like peel though, I always think, butternut squashes.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
No, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never tried them.
Oh, they are lovely.
Are they sweet, or are they a bit more like are they like a pumpkin?
I think more earthy tasting.
Are they?
Like, yeah. They're nice to like tray roasted as well. You know, you like your tray roast veg in the autumn.
Ah, yeah.
Put them in there with like, you know, your potatoes and things like that. They're nice. But in a soup, spicy butternut squash soup, very nice. Just add a little bit of like sriracha or something like that
really?
in there.
Grandma makes
I love
one.
butternut squash.
Wow.
Nice crusty loaf.
Ooh.
Yeah. Tiger loaf, quite nice.
Tiger loaf,
I like the part-baked bread that you buy.
Yeah.
Just shove it in for 10 minutes, get loads of butter on there, lovely melted butter, get it in the soup, oh, get it. Yeah, loads of we can't Lurpak, you need a mortgage to buy Lurpak. Yeah, how much do they pay you, George? He gets Lurpak.
Very expensive.
I get, yes, the one I get from Aldi, Norpak. That's still about £3 a tub though, isn't it? It's like, but yeah, it'll be that season soon, won't it? It'll be soup season.
Yeah, soon will be.
I like leek and potato soup. I love making.
A little bit chilly out there, and we'll be getting our soup pans out.
Do you know what I make every year as well? Because I love to do a bit of foraging. Nettle soup is very nice.
Nettle soup?
Yes.
Really?
So we had it about 3 years ago in Greece. They served it a lot in the evenings, and we tried it. And Daisy is very adventurous with food, and she absolutely loved it, and I loved it as well. It's just a bit spinachy tasting, I suppose.
Oh,
really.
is it?
So we looked at the recipe when we came back, and yeah, we foraged for nettles in the autumn. Obviously, you have to wear gloves.
Oh yes, yeah.
But it's weird because you think because it's nettles that you're going to get your mouth stung, but obviously when you cook it down, gets rid of all of that, and it's very nice. That's the whole process of going out, doing your foraging like David Bellamy.
David Bellamy.
Yeah. Here we are in the undergrowth, getting all the nettles, take them back, cook them up, lovely soup, boom shakalaka.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll bring some of me soups in this year. I'll treat the team. I feel like I do a good soup.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Maybe we should all do that, like one day, bring in some soup day or something.
Soup day, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like to cook, Sheila, these days?
No, I hate it.
Oh, okay. Well, don't you
No,
worry
I hate it. I mean, I do make food, you know, but I absolutely hate being in the kitchen with a passion. I absolutely just love being in the, craft room.
That's weird, isn't it? Because you would have thought, like, the process of crafting is similar to the process of cooking, isn't it? In a way.
I suppose so, yeah, but no, I absolutely detest it. I always have done, and apparently when I was at school, and I did as it was in the 80s then, it was late 70s, it was home economics.
Oh, yeah.
Home economics, however you say it.
Yeah.
And that was where we learnt to cook and bake and, all that kind of stuff. And then when I came to choose my options, I said, I'm not taking home economics. And my mum told my teacher said, oh, I'm really sad she's not going to take, home economics as one of her subjects because she's very good at it. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to be, baking things. So I ended up just taking all practical stuff like music, obviously, art, needlework, drama, and religious studies. I think I did as well. So I quite enjoyed, the ones that the subjects that I did take. Right, so what we've done there with that little circle punch, we've cut like a couple of little like grooves there So let's just add, I'm going to just do a little bit of green just on the end of the yellow. I should have done that before really, just to give it that more rustic feel, so it will actually tie in with what we've done here. And it's a really nice little stamp, that, grateful and blessed. So what I would probably do is pop that in there, and then I would be tempted, and I don't think I've got any with me. We've got loads in the other room, but maybe I'll grab some after. I was gonna, oh, hang on. I've got a bit of twine in my bag. Let's do that then. Let's make it look like we've got a little tag on there, and then we'll add a bow. So again, it's nothing spectacular, but it's just showing how you can mix,
yeah,
you know, some things. And sometimes that's a nice challenge for yourself, especially if you're not sure what you want to be making. You go, I'm not sure what to make there.
Well, I just think that's a very clever make. And again, as someone who likes to craft but struggles for ideas, that is a great way, because like the sheet itself is almost like the basis to build on, isn't it? It's almost like you've decoupaged it.
Yeah,
like,
it
that
is.
kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. And I think what I would be doing, if you were going to do something like this, I think I would be taking take another one and pop that on over there, so it just finishes that circle, but you've still got all that lovely foliage underneath. If you've got some ribbon or you've got some twine, you just do a little bow like that, and that can go on there as well. So it's up to you whether you pop it there, whether you pop it higher up, but we'll glue that onto there. It'll bond with the glue if I put it on. After a few minutes, it'll be stuck on there. And we just do that like that. You could as well then, I mean, that's like a card front. So we never do this. We get a card blank and we go, I'm going to make a 6x6. But with something like this, you could actually be doing this with your papers, because then when you've done it, you go, you know what, if I put another couple of layers on, if you've got bigger sheets of this, if I've got some more red and I've got some more yellow and I've got some more green, then you can then put that on a 7x7 card or an 8x8, just by simply layering up.
Yeah.
Like full sheets like that. And so then you're not limited because you're not stuck it down. You know, I do know someone who used to just only make card fronts.
Yeah.
And then she would put them on a page, you know, or on a board so you could see them. She said, because I'm not sending them out, I'm showing you how to do it. So unless I'm putting an insert in or something else, I might as well not waste the card blanks. I might as well just make some fronts. And then you've not glued it all together and then gone, oh, I've wasted a card there. So sometimes it's nice to just experiment like that. You might go, oh, I want to put that in a frame, you know, and put it on display in the autumn or something. So again, think about doing that, you know, with your papers as well. You could scuff the edges as well with your scissors or your scuffing tool and add a bit of ink as well, make it a bit more rustic. But it's just something a little bit different.
It's brilliant, is what it is. Really, really cool demo. And again, you'll be able to recreate that if you get the goodie bag. I'll go through that for you again in just a little bit. Thank you to Paw Prince. He says, Ben, you are right. Very hard to peel. Never right. No, he's never right me, especially not in my house. My favourite soup, though, autumn squash soup, says Paw Prince.
Oh.
And Hilary says, I used to get nettle cheese. It was lovely.
Nettle cheese?
Might have to look out for that. Karen says, I cut the butternut squash in half, bake it with butter, brown sugar in the oven, and then I microwave in the shell if going to scoop and make soup. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is a good way to do it, actually. And Sarah says, I couldn't resist and finally got the library. That's the template library, saved £121. I might have to look on the website myself there, actually, and see what price is that going for then. It must be going for an absolute song. Hi, Mary Beth Doyle in Minnesota. Alex says, I'm with you, Sheila. I hate cooking. My daughters are all good cooks, but they don't get it from me. Or their dad, it says in brackets, he could burn water. Karen says, very nice card. I'm ready for fall. And Hilary says, I'm a terrible cook. I hate it. I think I'm quite a good cook, but I don't, as I've said to you before, I don't get much opportunity because Laura doesn't really let me in the kitchen, unfortunately.
Right, okay.
Huh?
Okay, so she doesn't let you in there. Is that her domain kind of thing? Or?
She just loves to cook.
Does she?
Which is good. It is good for me in a way because obviously I get lots of nice meals. But sometimes I do suggest, oh, I'll make this tonight, and then she's like, oh no, I'm already doing this, so I don't get a lot of chance to do it.
Right.
Maybe secretly she thinks I'm terrible, and it's her way of saying, don't bother. You know? I don't know. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have another look through the bag. If you want the bag, you are going to have to be quick, though, because at last count, there were 33 of those. So the stock is disappearing out of the door. We will come back. In the meantime, in case you didn't know, our summer sale has launched today. And if you want some more information, listen to this award-nominated voiceover guy. He's just brilliant, this guy. Honestly, have a listen.
The Crafters Companion summer sale is on and it's hotter than ever. Grab amazing deals on some of your favourite crafting must-haves. Save big on stamps, dies, embossing folders and so much more. Head over to our website and treat yourself to unbeatable summer sale bargains.
Hi, it's Jay Pressey from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Why I love Crafters TV. Simply put, your skibbity riz, as Ben, #lead presenter apparently, usually says. The quality of the products are phenomenal. Value for money is exceptional. The instruction and inspiration is mind-blowing. And you know, you're always going to get a laugh. And if you see the two guys in the back here, that's why I really love Crafters TV. I am very happy and fortunate to be part of the CTV family. Toodles!
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Hello everyone, Munchkin and I wrote a poem to tell you how much we love Crafters Companion. Sarah being back is a wondrous sight. Sarah has always brought us a treasure trove of delights. Your papers shimmer and make all our crafts shine. Your pens, pencils, and markers make all crafters say, they are mine. Your scissors are like a sword in the hand. Your glue is so strong it is in the highest demand. Crafters TV is the happiest sight. All crafters plan their schedules for this amazing delight. The interaction with staff, presenters, and hosts brings fun, satisfaction, and happiness to most. Ben brings us the most entertaining crafting song, but in the end, it all comes down to being able to craft along. Sarah and Crafters Companion, we wish you the most successful 2025 and so many more years to come. Thank you for everything that you give to us.
Welcome back, everybody. My husband cooked a Sunday roast once when I was ill, says Alison. Everything went in the oven at the same time. So we had soggy veg and undercooked meat. He's not allowed to do it again. Were you ill and then you were made more ill? Was that the thing that happened there? It's all about timings, isn't it, with your Sunday dinner? Anna Maria Nanorta says, Sheila, what a beautiful card. Love the pattern and the die set. I love fall. I love autumn as well. So I think it's my favourite part. I think it's my favourite season. What's your favourite season, Sheila?
I think it's winter.
Oh, is it?
I do love autumn, but because of the colours, and I just love the fact that it's leading us on. We know what's coming, and when you're driving and the leaves are falling off the trees, if it's a bit breezy, and then the colours are amazing. If the sun's out, they're different to if it's a cloudy day. When it's going dark, it's just all that, and I think it's just that the magic of. I mean, we're all on Earth and we think we're all important, but without, even if we're not here, and before we were here, there were all those trees that were just, growing every year, and then they shed their leaves, and then the new growth comes, and it's just all that loveliness that goes on around in the world that we don't really pay a lot of attention to. So I do love that, and then I love the coldness that comes after. I love it when it's cold.
Then you can go inside, you see, and have a nice bowl of nettle soup.
Nettle soup.
Whilst,
nettle wine.
Huh?
Yeah, nettle wine.
Oh, nettle wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's an old thing, isn't
Is
it?
it?
But yeah, that grandmas and granddads used to make. Yeah, nettle wine.
My granddad used to make, well, Gramps used to make dandelion wine.
Oh, okay.
Dandelion wine. Lois says, what a beautiful page. Thank you, Sheila. And that card is beautiful, says Pat. I love the colours.
Thank you.
How many of the bag we got left? We've got less than 30. So what does that mean? 29? We're going to talk in riddle. We've got less than 30. Could be 29, could be 1. Eh? If you want to buy, you want to make sure you get it. I'll be getting this now because people are going to get to the official launch of the summer sale at 2. And then they'll be like, oh, new goodie bag. How many have you got left? 3. What? Yeah, that's all we've got because everyone that bought it earlier on. In the bag then, so the bag's worth £155, 201 bucks. You're getting your beautiful paper pad. It is stunning. Who agrees in the comments that this is one of the nicest paper pads that we've done in the last 6 to 8 months? I just think it's incredible. It's so beautiful. It's so well done. There's so many different sort of layers and textures and designs. A bit what? What's it? Which one's Indiana Jones? That one? The map one? There. Yeah, because he flies by map, doesn't he? Indiana Jones. And the Muppets do as well. In the Muppet movie when they fly by map. But yeah, it's a beautiful pad. Plenty of snippability. You'll be snipping into those hot air balloons there as well. So you're paying for that. You are also going to be paying for the stamps here as well. Wood-mounted stamps, just like back in the good old days. You've got hey, you. You've got thanks, thanks so much. You've got love, special. What does that one say? Special delivery. It's like Postman Pat, isn't it? Special delivery service. Pat is on his way. That was the new theme. Just Postman Pat when it came back. When he used to fly around in a helicopter around Greendale. He didn't have his van anymore, he had a helicopter and a quad bike. Postman with a quad bike. You're also going to get your ink pad in there as well. There it is. And then you're also paying for, in that bundle, your 34-piece Celebrate Your Day seam builder. Now, stamps and dies. And then, for free, it's all the other stuff. So, the stamp and die set that Sheila has just crafted with you are getting for free. You're also going to get your special day die. That is free. All of that amazing linen cardstock, 5x7 in size. You've got 10 sheets, 3 of each. That's free. You're also going to get your Flora and Fauna, beautiful paper pad, which is free. That, again, is the sheet that Sheila just used in her last demonstration, but it really is an absolutely beautiful paper pad with the most stunning florals and the most stunning like wildflowers in there as well. It's a beautiful pad. It's free. Also for free, Funky Foam in the blue, 6 sheets. Funky Foam in the pink, 6 sheets. You're going to get your 3D embossing folder here as well. That's your 3D embossing folder called Festive Foliage. You get the folder itself, you get your photopolymer stamp in there, and 3 dies. So the dies to be able to cut that out, and then you've also got that beautiful floral die in there too. You're going to get a punch, 5/8 of an inch circle punch, that's free. You're also going to get your glitter glue, the Willow, for free. And then also for free, you're going to get 1, 2, 3 rolls of our amazing vellum washi. Foiled in rose gold and each having 2 different sentiments on. There are 29 bags remaining. It is 36 quid, it is 44 bucks, and it is tariff free as well. So quick as you can, grab those. 29 left. It's going to sell out basically. We've got a really quick demo with Sheila before we disappear off the show. What are you going to show us, Sheila?
Well, I think it's going to be really quick. I'm not sure it's going to work, but I've just pulled this out because I thought we could use a little bit of the white card as well that's in the pad. So what I want to do is I want to tear a bit of this off the bottom so it makes it a little bit uneven. We want to keep this piece here, and then with this bit here now, and now I would normally be measuring it what I want to do is create like a little wallet. So I'm going to fold that and fold that back in on itself like that. And then I'm going to chop this end bit off because we don't need that now. I just wanted to keep a bit of the bottom piece. So what I am going to do now is just tape that down. In fact, before I do that, I need to just take out a little bit here of, let me just fold that in so I can see roughly where the middle is. Might need to go a little bit further that way, roughly about there.
Yeah.
And then we make a little like pocket.
Oh yeah.
Like that. And then what we can do as well now, we can just fold this up. Again, if I was doing this, like, you know, I had more time, I would be scoring it. And then what we'll do as well, we can actually tuck that bit in there like that and that bit in there so that we've got like a nice little bit at the end. And then I would tape that down. So we've made, in effect, we've made like a little wallet.
Yeah, a little pocket.
So we can put a tag in there.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do as well. So we've made like a little pocket there now where we can put a tag in there. But I was thinking now I would put this back around there and I would just ink along the edges. So we're still keeping that design of those flowers that we've just torn off the bottom, but you'd never know that this had been torn off there now. And then we're going to put that back on the bottom there. So what we'll do, we'll just add a couple of lines of the dots like that, and we'll put that around the middle so it gives us a different edge. And then also that will then hold your little panel there. Let's tell you what we'll do. Let's do it that way because that's the way I did that fold. And then we'll just snip up there. So we kind of got them lined up. But obviously you can think about how to do this because you'll have more time than I have. What I'm going to do now is just take this sheet out of here and we're going to measure the gap here. So I need to cut that to about 2 and just under 2.5. So we can just make a little tag that will sit in there. So let's put it to just under 2.5, like that. And we've got a tiny little tag.
Yeah.
And that should, it's probably too big now, isn't it? I've probably gone a bit too generous. Yes, I have. I'm going to trim a bit more off there. That's just so that that will slide in and out of there. Like that. So we've got our little tag, and then what you can do is you can actually, if you want to, just make it more tag-like. So let's take that triangle off there and then put it on that side there.
Oh, clever.
There's a template. Sometimes it's easier to do that rather than measuring it.
Yeah.
We've got our little tag there. And then I'm thinking I might actually cut
Oh, yeah.
a circle in there just to, should work that, yeah, like that. So we've got a little tag and it kind of mirrors that. We can add a little bit of this twine through. Let's add some of this. And I was thinking I would probably then, how long have we got left, George? Jamie, sorry. Okay. So what we could do then, let's just have that like that. And if you want to tie it in a bow, you can. Or if you want to leave it, I think I'll leave it like that actually. And sometimes as well, it's nice to actually do this. So it's nice to tie a knot in the end of there. So tie a knot in there, just gives it a little bit of a different effect rather than just having it, the string left so it frays. So we can do that. And then trim that off above the knot, like that. Okay, and then I was thinking we could add, in fact, let's cut the, let's cut one of the flowers off here. I'm thinking we can cut a flower off here, like this. I'm just going to chop the end out of the paper there. In fact, I'll take the whole sheet out because then if we show this, at least it doesn't look like we've been hacking it away. Okay. Okay, let me just trim this with the little scissors. I'm going as fast as my little fingers will take me.
Oh, you're just fussy cutting around the flowers?
Okay, so let's just chop that one out there like that. It's like a challenge, this, isn't it? It's like going, right, Sheila, there you go. You can do that. Take those, use those, do what you want. And you go, oh, thanks, right. Okay.
Yeah. Cheers,
okay.
thanks a lot, yeah.
Okay, team.
9 minutes, yeah, brilliant.
It's all right, it's absolutely fine.
It doesn't sound like it is.
If it had been a bit different matter if you'd said make a Victoria sponge cake, it would have been like, no, I can't do that. Absolutely not. Oh, thanks, thanks. So let's do a little bit of that. Yeah, just make cakes.
I'd actually quite like that. The next show we do a launch day, we'll just do cake day, where you and I sit down for 2 hours and we
just
try,
eat cake.
We just try lots of different cake and do our cake recommendations. Cake recommendations.
Cake recommendations, yeah.
That'd be a great show, wouldn't it?
That'd be good. You know what I did last week, and I'm sure you've all tried this, and I actually did it, and I was in such a mess. Do you remember, like, I don't know what show it was on, where they said you've got to try and eat a donut without licking your lips. Yeah. And it's impossible to do if it's a sugary and jam donut, and I actually did it last week. I went to the supermarket, because every so often on the supermarket, like, app, you get a free sweet treat. Oh,
yeah, you do.
You know, so I always go and get one of the donuts.
Is that at Aldi?
Lidl.
Lidl,
yeah. So I grabbed this donut and I brought it home, and Wayne's not keen on donuts anyway, but I said, do you want some? We'll share it. No, it's fine, you eat it. So I went into the living room, just sat down. I think he was making a cup of tea or something. And I went and sat down and I just ate it. And I just left it, and it was killing me. And I was like, come on, Sheila, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And I actually did it. And then I went in the kitchen, I did it. It's just like jam and sugar. Sometimes I forget that I'm 58, you know. I think I'm like 12.
It's fine.
It's just that little fun thing, isn't it, to be, to be doing. Right, so we'll pop the little flower on there, and then what we can do, we quickly stamp onto that little tag there at the top. Ink, and I'm just going to grab my black ink because it's here, but you could do it in any colour ink you want. You could emboss it. Okay, so let's do our little, should have probably done that before I put the flower on, so don't do as I do. Let's pop that there. In fact, let's put it nearer the flower. We might squash the flower a bit, but it's all right. It should work. It should work. If it doesn't, then I can fill it in with a pen. But yeah, as long as I press hard here. Oh, it's worked. There we go. And then we'll just go around the edge with a bit of red. Like a challenge, like a challenge. Challenge is always fun, but it won't fit in now. Yeah, it will. There we go.
Boom, that's brilliant.
So you've got your little tag now. I don't know how I did that. But then that can just pop out like that, and you can write a message on the back. But yeah, it's just using bits that we've got in the bag, and giving you the options if you're buying a bag as to what you could do.
There you go. There's not many of those bags left though, so if you want to grab the bag, then make sure you get it. Don't wait until the official launch in an hour's time, because it will, I would have thought, be hanging on by its last legs. £36, $44, and then you've got 2 fantastic demos to take away with you once you have got it. It's tariff-free as well. Check out the website. There's loads there, up to 70% off on our summer sale, all divvied into various sort of subcategories for you as well, so you can have a good look through all of those amazing deals, see how much money you can save, and Sheila and I will meet you back here for launch day in an hour's time. Until then, bye for now.